Hello again, it's Wonder Skippy here. I'm doing a new video here on some new matrices on aliens and the sons of God. This is a matrix I discovered using this term here, sons of God, which is in the Bible. It's in the Bible code. It comes up at a skip of 38,000, which is very big. But anyway, it seems to be encoded. The main terms is crossbreeding, which is also hybrid. This one here is 6 letters and it runs onto the axis term there in that blue square. Then there's another word here, crossbreeding, and that's this one down here in the diagonal. And then over here is crossbreed down there as well. And Gomorrah is over here. And that came up a few times, so I thought I'd put it in. And sex is down here, which is 6 letters in the yellow. And that's another unusual word which I haven't seen before. As you probably are aware, that that was probably the motivating factor for the rebellion of the fallen angels, as it says in Genesis 6. So that's the first matrix. Then I discovered that you can reduce the letters. They put a vav in there for some reason, and I removed it, and it's still the same word, but it comes up better in the Bible codes. So this is one I found. If you notice, there's a pattern here in these diagonals, and what I look for is patterns. Don't put every word in that might be applicable, but I'll read them out to you. That's Diana, and I'll just get my notes and see where I am. Down here in yellow is Diana. That came up a couple of times, and it came up in another Sons of God table as well. So we might all think of Diana as a Greek goddess, but maybe Diana looked like one of these here, these creatures, because I've been thinking over a number of years that these creatures are the sons of God. These were found in Mesopotamia when they did excavations in the various cities there. They're clay, made of clay figurines, and this on top of their head is bitumen, which is showing hair, they think. If you look at this image here, it's got a baby, and it's not a human baby, and it's got these things on its shoulder. Each one has got these little bumps on their shoulders. I'm not sure what they are. They could either be kind of like reptilian features, which is probably most likely. It could be some kind of jewellery thing that they're wearing over their shoulders. And then I'll show you a few other terms that come up. These creatures were naked usually, and also the scholars that research this sort of stuff, they say that there's indications of tattoos and body piercings when you have a close look at the figurines. I don't know what that is there, but it looks like a mask. Anyway, that's what I reckon was preserved by these people who actually saw these creatures. So going back to this table, there's Diana. Fetch came up here on the axis term. don't know what fetch means, but misappropriate and misappropriate and misappropriation came up a couple of times, and they're in the green here. That shouldn't be there. They're in the green diagonals here. That's two words there, misappropriation and misappropriate. Mischief, see if I can, it's in the blue, light blue vertical over here, mischief in the diamonds. And nakedness, that's come up a number of times in these tables. That's this one up here in the circles, nakedness. Okay, on this axis here, these blue square, light blue squares on the axis, three terms come up along there. I marked them down. For some reason I haven't got them marked on here, but I've got them in my notes, and it's the same skip, so I'll read them off. Rakish, procreation, and subduing, all three words on that axis term. I'll read off the other terms which come up. If I put them on the table, wouldn't be enough room. It would all get confusing and you wouldn't be able to see anything. But Barabbas came up a couple of times. Gluttonous, godlike, heroic, drinking a lot, drugs possibly with infuse, malevolent, love play, muscular, and motherly came up twice. You see those figurines, they're nurturing babies. And pendant came up here in the blue diamonds. So I'll go on to the next matrix. And this is this one here. If it works, it is working good. Right. So the second time in this one again is Diana. That's in green diamonds, so it's across here, Diana. See that? And going across the axis term. Nakedness and genitals is up here in the red circles. What else have we got here? On the axis term, we've got a few things. Primeval. Primeval is this here in the blue circles down there. And in the light blue down here twice is sinning or criminality. So that's a little pattern I noticed. Two words. Dreamy is on the axis. Dishonesty came up. And the word genitals came up again. Guerrilla, as in the Spanish guerrilla soldiers, came up twice. Howl and growl comes up a lot. Inbreeding, lust, insolence. Insolence was near the axis. I think that's it there in the yellow circles, insolence. I put it in because it was significant, but it's near the axis term. Motherly again came up once. Praising was on the axis, which is over here on the yellow. can't read those letters very well, but I've marked it down, I've made notes. Oh, wait a minute, light blue it says praisings, that's over there. And Rakish again. So if I've got time, I'll just show you a few other. These aren't very good because I put in the word aliens and not much came up really. Just a few words here. Abominate, dream and squabbler. Dream and squabbler was on the Axis term. And then the other aliens is here. And these words came up. Apollo comes up a few times. Apollo's over here in the green diamonds. These other words came up. Inbreeding, godlike, disgrace, Assyrian, Apollo. And in these tables there was another name that came up, which was Ariel, as well as Apollo and Diana. And I looked up what Ariel was, and it's an angel apparently. It's not in the Bible, but it's in the Book of Enoch, and various occult enthusiasts have had Ariel as one of their angels. Shagginess came up on one of these tables. Nineveh. And that's about it for aliens and fallen angels.